So you got in 5 games last season. You're now coming into your full season. I don't know if it's too early to say this or too late. I mean, but are there any like goals or specific expectations you put in for yourself going into this year?
I would say just keep learning the game. I mean, I grew up a field lacrosse player. Box lacrosse is still a new sport for me, really. So really my goal is every time I step on the field is just learn, pick something up, and hopefully, get to a point where I can be a little bit more trustworthy on the defensive end as well.
It feels like in box lacrosse, time and space is so limited compared to the field game. And not only are you adjusting to box, but you're adjusting from college to pro. I mean, what is that process like?
It's a lot, and especially last year, it was coming at me pretty fast. But there's a lot of great guys in the locker room that have really helped me along with the process. And I think it's just a really good group here in Rochester, and just bringing me in, watching film with me, talking with me in practice. They just really helped me out a lot.
You won a franchise record, 24 faceoffs in Saskatchewan about 2 weeks ago now. Looking at your stats over the course of your collegiate career, is that something you were kind of able to perfect at St. John Fisher? I
don't know. I mean, try not to think about stats very much. I think the mindset going into every game is just do the best you can, win as many faceoffs as you can, and stats is just kind of a secondary thing. So focus on the game first and worry about stats later.
You're one of those younger players, and I was talking to Thomas McConvey earlier in the week about how when you're playing field lacrosse, you're pretty much playing every week once the season starts, right? So coming into this, is it a bit of an adjustment, not only having the bye week going into tonight, but you look ahead, there's a lot of weeks where you're not playing?
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, I've enjoyed that. It allows you to recover properly and get ready to go, and you can keep pushing yourself in the weight room and that kind of stuff as well. Especially the college season, it's a lot of games jam-packed in a few months, so that's definitely a lot of wear and tear on your body.
What are you seeing here from like a speed side? I mean, you've played in these 2 games against Calgary and Saskatchewan. The game, right? We talked about time and how it's tighter at this level, especially with it being box lacrosse. How quick is the game at this level?
It's fast. It definitely is. And, I'm still a lacrosse fan at the end of the day, and seeing some of the things that these guys can do, it always blows me away. The stick skills, the speed, the size, everything about it. I think it's a good product out there.
Tell me what it's like to play for the Rochester Knighthawks, obviously an area that is pretty special to you. You were playing outside Monroe County in college for years. This has to be, in some ways, the best possible scenario, I think, from a team perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Rochester's my home. I live here down the road in Canandaigua. I went to college here. I went to high school here. So it definitely is a special thing to play in my home city. And again, it's a great group of guys, a good coaching staff, a good front office. So I'm pretty fortunate to be here.
I guess this will be my last question. I'm making you double down on something. But when you talk about learning, is there like one specific item that you can say, this is the biggest thing I've learned so far in my time as a pro lacrosse player?
I think it would mostly be anticipation, especially within the box game and then the pro level itself. It's less reaction and more anticipating almost. So understanding where the picks are coming from and what the offense wants to do is really something that I feel like I've learned a lot about and something I need to keep learning more about.